What are we looking at today?
This was a really rough game, and I feel like my macro decision making was kind of bad, and my team fighting
Alright,
and target selection was
sounds
rough.
sounds good. Here, you should always do options into Krugs just to cycle your camps better and it's safer. Um, it is an optimization.
Yeah,
Or is it
yeah, I
rather?
was thinking about that too because it would be easier to get to Scuttle too from red,
Mm,
like shorter path.
yep. When we full clear, we see bot is fighting, so we pull up, land a Q, E to where he flashed to, perfect. E again, auto, perfect. Briar comes to gank, drink our pot right now, perfect. Q to keep our conquer up, perfect. Auto. Oh, you should have dodged that, but besides that, it's chill. This should be great. This should be like a triple kill here. W. Boom. Goodness, we are insanely fed. Nice flash to save Smolder's life. Base. Okay, you're insanely fed. This is really good. Full clear down. I think this is random. I think you just go to your Krugs. There's nothing to. I don't know where you're going. Um, if you want to gank bot, you just go through you just run through Tribush, right? You're not doing a loop de loop. It's too slow. Um, you have no vision. Like it makes no sense. If you're gonna gank bot, you just go through tries. It's the same thing. You'd be here. You'd be where you are right now. You'd be there at the exact same time. Actually, you'd be here technically even faster. And also gives you option
Right.
because like here, the reason why you tries better because I think you'd be at the exact same spot. So you're like, oh, I'm at the exact same spot. Why would I not go through river? Well, that's because they keep pushing. So if you want to try and they stop pushing, then you could adjust and go to Krugs easier, right? And if they keep
Right.
pushing, then you'll still go for the gank. But when you go through the path you went, you only you have no Krug option. You have to go for the gank now. You see. But going through try gives you both options. You could go to Krugs and you could go to this gank. And then here you just have to hold your E or E earlier to get the
I
refund. You just did it too late.
yeah, I used it a little late.
Yeah, which is I mean he would have died, so it's a pretty big mistake, but it's fine. Pull dragon. I think you're not pulling dragon here. If you were going to pull dragon, by the way, I think you'd pull it right now because right now you know their bot has to base because Yasuo's half HP and Braum literally lives 1 HP. So they have to base right because they're too low to stay. Look at their HP. So if you want to pull
Right.
dragon, you pull it right now because their Balian won't be here for dragon because they have to base. So dragon's free because they have no Balian. And if you don't want to pull it now because you really want six first or whatever, then after Krugshire you just base. Now you're not pulling it because now their Balian's going to be back. So now it's not going to. So make sense? So you either pull instantly
Yeah.
or don't pull at all. I think both are fine. I think you could pull right after you gank bot, um, or you could just base right now, go to your blue, full clear down, and then play for the grubs. Then play for dragon once you're level 6. But playing it now when you're no 6 and their entire Balian's alive, so just even numbers. Actually, your Zyra base too, so you're actually down numbers. And before you pulled it, you see Zyra's basing. So you're actually just
Yeah.
opting into a number disadvantage fight now for no reason. So I think this dragon pull is really bad. And I think the way to simplify it so it's like a for the future is anytime you pull an objective, it should be based off a very clear advantage. I'm way stronger than the opponent. I have a huge advantage, or I have a huge level advantage, or I have HP advantage. Their balling had, or I have the easiest one is obviously number advantage. Their balling base, mine didn't, right? In this case, I don't think you really had a super clear advantage. Make sense? That's what you
Yeah.
shouldn't pull. If anything, again, because they're because yours are base, you actually had a disadvantage. And then you end up losing dragon because of that. And I think this game you should never lose first dragon ever. This all looks good. Take his red. Look to gang top lane. 2-man ult. Wait for our Q. No mana. Run away. Pull clear down. Give grubs because we have no ult. Okay, base random now. We have. I don't. Okay, he's shooting for Scuttle Crab. Bot's fighting as you're on crabs. You gank bot. Bit of a Q accuracy moment, but this guy should still die. Oh, he doesn't die. That's pretty sad. Yeah, just have to hold your spells more. This is good. Just have to. Yeah, I mean it's Yasuo on the wave. Just have to chill. Wait for him to use his disease and then use your Q. This guy should die. And it was the gank was still good and Braum still died, but Yasuo should die too, right?
It was pretty frustrating that he lived there.
Yeah, just have to hold your spells more. Clear down towards dragon. Really gets double kill. I think now, for example, if you now you'd play to like pull dragon because their bot lane is dead, right? And after Unirelia dies, this Briar should die or get drunked either way. He dies now. Now you should instant pull dragon because they have no jungle. Nice. Hmm. So how I always say here is you have two options of how to play of how to like open the map. Play you said the macro. You say your macro is poor, so this is like the macro, right? There's always two options in League really. It's full clear. It's play for the objective or trade the objective for something. So in this case, if you want to play, there's three options of how to play this map, right? Three options of how to open this of how to path here. Option A is skip all your camps and just instantly go and pull the herald. After you kill herald, then you'll just full clear down herald, blue, ground pool, raptors, red, like this, right? Option two is you clear towards the herald. Red, raptors, wolves, gromp, blue, into herald start. Option three is I don't care about herald. I'm giving herald, and I'm just gonna clear down gromp, blue, wolves, raptors, red. And if he does herald, then I'm gonna gank bot, or I'm gonna take his top bot camps, or I'm gonna take bot tower. You know. So it's only three things. It's the first two options are playing for herald, which is clearing towards the herald, or just starting it instantly. And option three is giving herald and trading. Option one and two you do if you think you're stronger. Option three you do if you think you're weaker. The only three options make sense. It's either be on time for the objective, or give the objective and trade. You're doing option four, which is you're not playing for the herald, and you're not playing for bot side. It's either one. It's either pull herald here, or you should be not anywhere up here. You should be on his blue right now, right? Because like his blue just spawned. You see the map? It's just turning yellow, so it just spawned, and he just did herald, so he can't defend blue and do herald at the same time, right? So either if you're giving herald, which if you have to, because your team's weaker, which is fine, then you should be taking his entire bot side. And look at now. When we look at the map and look at bot lane, look at what's happening bot lane. Look at Braum, Yasuo, look how far up they are. They're playing this far up while their jungler is across the map from them. Jungler is on herald. So they should be getting 4v5. Like they should be getting 3v5 right now. There's five of you: Malphite, Aurelia, Smolder, Zyra. You guys should be five manning bot lane and triple killing. Braum dies, Mel dies, Yasuo dies, and that's like okay, Briar, you got the herald, but look what you lost for the herald. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's either play for the objective or trade it and get something across the map. In this case, you'd get enemy blue, you get enemy gromp, and you'd probably double kill their ball lane, and that's obviously worth way more than a herald. Uh, Makes sense. It's either play through the objective or trade the objective. Here, you just did nothing. You didn't get it, and you didn't trade it. You're just doing top wave or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that would have
And you always
really
think
changed the
about it
game.
leaving base now. Like right now is when you think to yourself, okay, can I fight this or no? I know I'm strong, but my team's weak. So should I fight this or not? If the answer is I can fight it, then you could either clear up towards it, do red raptors towards it, or just run towards it right now. If you don't think you can fight it, then just go to your gromp right now and just full clear downwards. Be like, okay, fuck this herald, I am doing thing. I think in this case you trade because even though you're strong, your team's considerably weaker, right? Um, and herald's not a 1v1 type thing. So I think here you just be on gromp right now, and now you're on blue, and now you're on wolves, and now you're on raptors, and now as you're on raptors, notification has been slain, so now you're going to blue, and as you're walking to his blue, you see bots fighting to the death. Now you'd go and double kill or triple kill bot lane, and then boom, that's how the game. That's how you get back in the game, you know. Okay, dragons in a minute. Let's play. Engage looks good, even though it's only a 1 man. I think it's just a way to start a fight, you know. I think that was good. Really good engage into dragon. Looked good. Watch this fight. This guy's a bit just too tanky, I think. Still died. It took a while, though. Wow, look at that bug. You don't even Q mail, you keep this guy, and somehow that reflects you. What a disgusting shit champ. You should never die there.
I've been having trouble against Mel today. I lost 2 games with an enemy mid lane Mel.
Mm-hmm. Anytime you have item, you should insta base. Like here, you have item. Like, the Ange 800, Rift Breaker's 950. So either way, I don't know which one you're going, but either way you have it. If you're going Ange's, you have it. If you have you're going Rift Breaker, you base right now. There's no reason you should not be basing here with item, right? Um, so anytime you have item completion, you should be buying it. And right now you have item, so you'd be basing, and then you'd open to mid, and you'd be. I'm telling you, you'd be here at the exact same time because instead of like you just be basing right now, you'd even smite this skill faster, so this would be dead earlier. Base right now, and then you run through mid, and you have home guards through mid. You know.
Right.
And I think you'd be at the same fight at the exact same time, but you'd just be stronger for the fight. And the difference having Leonches or Raybreaker or not, would have Braum would be dead, right? Like his HP. Imagine you did your item this entire time you're hitting him. Okay, play for the dragon in 20. Now we finally base. Watch this fight. Ult was probably overkill, but I think the rest of the fight was good. Baron was good. Now this point in the game where you're bodyguarding. I know you're not full build, but you're basically full build. Like you're as strong as you need to be. You don't really care about camps. You just care about your teammates not dying. Like my number one goal is teammates not dying. So I look at myself, who is under the most threat of dying? Who's the most like pushed up or like you know who's the most pushed up or under threat? The answer is Aurelia because if you look at the map, he's obviously just way farther up in the map than the others are, right?
I should have went top or hovered around top side.
Yeah, I mean just you ask yourself who's under the biggest threat. Here also you could literally just take this portal into the enemy jungle, right? Um,
Right.
and you just ask yourself who is under threat right now, Smolder or Aurelia? Who's like more farther up on the map, right? It's obviously Aurelia. So then also, I don't know if you saw the earlier thing with the Udyr. You want to play in between. If you play here, right? If there's a top fight, you'll be there, and there's a mid fight, you'll be there. So you want to kind of play in between in the jungle here, and you're just sitting
Oh, okay.
in this little pocket. And if they go on Aurelia, you'll be there to counter gank. If they go on Smolder, you'll be there to counter gank, and you're just like protecting both sides. Again, you're just bodyguarding. There's no need to bodyguard Malphite. It's fucking Malphite. We're bodyguarding our two carries, which is Smolder and Aurelia. Make sense?
Yeah.
Because when this guy dies, your Baron's kind of like wasted now. Because now we can't really siege because it's 45. Unless this guy gets caught too, now it's 44. Yeah, this guy's a bit disgusting. Don't think you can do anything there to live. But he should die afterwards. Yeah, I mean just a 45, and you guys still almost won it, right? Imagine it was 5-5, it wouldn't even be close. So I think you just have to bodyguard. Make sure your teammates don't die. Anytime the game's in a winning slot, you have Baron, you have Dragons, you're fed. The only way you lose is if some random idiot gets caught. That's like a good way to think about it. So I'm just like constantly trying to avoid that from happening.
This was a bad fight too.
The start looked not bad. I think Uzanya is nothing, and then Briar is a bit hard to kill. Might need to build the Morello for this guy. I mean, not Morello, Oblivion Orb, because this guy is heals a bit too much in these fights. I don't know if anyone else has it. The start didn't look bad. I think again, it's 45. Aurelia is dead. So even though you kill Yasuo, nice. Now you went from Yasuo. Now it's an even fight. Now it's a 44. But you have to use like 2 ults to kill him, right?
Yeah.
So you just have to number advantage. Nothing more OP in league, and we keep that's 2 teammates in a row fighting without Aurelia. And Aurelia's strong. She's not like useless, you know. Big ult. Just a bit hard. It's the same thing too. Like Aurelia's dead. Just need to fight with our entire team. Like here, if you're not here yet, right? Like let's say you're spam ping on the way to Aurelia, and then spam danger ping or assistance to Aurelia. So your teammates start helping Aurelia so she doesn't get one shot. You ping, you're on your way. You could ping Aurelia to back up so she's waiting for you to show up. Like we just like it's literally 2 fights in a row where you're fighting Aurelia. 2 fights in a row you lost. third fight, Relia dies before the fight even starts, and now this is our third 45 in a row without our Relia, which is besides you is our strongest other carry. You know, I guess he's an
Right.
idiot for getting caught, but it's not like we have no counterplay. We get pings, we can get there earlier, we can tell him to back up. Like is stuff we can do, right? Uh, Literally the last four fights in a row, we are has been down in numbers, and we just obviously you're not gonna win 45s. That's not an expected thing to do. So I think this game was in a complete winning spot, and we just need to recognize that our only way, like if you from this point on, when you get this Baron and you base right now, boom, right now your mindset should be as long as we have even fights, you know, like fair fights. 5v5 is fair, 44 is fair, 33 is fair, 3v2 is not fair, 45 is not fair. As long as we have fair fights, I very high chance you win them because you're insanely fed, you have Baron, like the game's in a good spot, you know. So your only objective here is to have fair fights. How do I have fair fights? Like don't do wolves right now. Why go wolves? Just go walk with Rayleigh top right now. Walk in the jungle. You have vision control. Are you farming for level 17? You're nowhere close. No. Are you farming for your item? Well, you're not basing for any time. We need to use our Baron to break inhibs. You know, we're not planning on basing for the
Right.
next 2 minutes. So blue's worthless. Wolves are worthless. You should be hero desire right now, getting full vision. You know, ward here, sweeping this, and just bodyguarding. You know. I generally think if you're leaving base right now, really simply ask yourself: is the game in a good spot? Yes, no, yes. Okay. How do I keep it in a good spot? No one dies. Okay. How do I stop people from dying? I just need to shadow people and protect them and make sure no fucking idiot gets caught on sideline, and that's it. You know.
Right.